Check out this watermelon, guys. Sounds nice and hollow. I think that's meant to be one of the keys to getting a good watermelon. Does it feel heavy for its size? Because it means lots of water. If you want a sweet one, then you look for a yellow mark like this. That means it's been sitting on the ground like this for a long time, absorbing all the sun, well, the plant. But let's do the test and find out. We can only know a fact after we see the result. It's a kind of scientific way of thinking. I'm not saying only think in this rigid way. Have the power of observation to not judge it, even after, learn from the experience. And we're just going to use a knife for this time because the elbow method doesn't work indoors. Neither does just dropping it from the sky. So my t-shirt does say change the world, but I'm not trying to change the world. It's just a t-shirt. I think the world changes naturally anyway. We are just along for the journey, discovering our own flow, releasing from changing the world. If you have something you want to change that. But do you need to change the whole world? Don't put so much pressure on yourself. 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah. So that looks pretty juicy and natural seeds, which we like. That's a good sign. Yeah, I would love to share with you, but this doesn't transfer through the screen. You can go and buy your own watermelon or grow your own. It takes about 8 weeks. All you need is some of these seeds, some sunlight and some water. And I think I'm going to get 2 plates for this. We got some cool tray kind of things. This will do. Who loves watermelon and who doesn't? Most people, when I ask what's your favorite fruit, they say watermelon or bananas. I hear that a lot. My favorite fruit is probably mango, papaya, and watermelon. I do like watermelon, especially when you're feeling nice and warm, so you need the hydration. And yeah, cheers. And it has so much nourishment. Beta carotene, that's the red colour, good for the eyes. And I was thirsty. I've been doing Qigong for 2 hours in the sun. Probably my favourite position to eat is either like this. If I really want to be comfortable, this is probably the best posture for me. This position allows digestion to feel really comfortable because your spine is supported. Yeah, squatting is alright as well for a little bit, maybe to change it up a bit throughout the meal. But I could definitely sit like this for the start of the meal and then go like this when I want to relax. And then maybe after the meal, I might change to this Caesar position. Feel that absorption of the energy in the water into the cells. Because a full watermelon for one person, that is a lot of watermelon. And I'll see how far I get. I've done it many times before, but this one is a pretty large watermelon like you saw. I genuinely wish that you were here to eat the rest of it. I can probably eat half or maybe 3/4. And that's a regular thing. I need someone to just eat my leftovers. Sorry, that doesn't sound good. When you think of the journey the water has been on from the clouds to the mountains to the sea, well, from the mountains to the rivers, then to the sea, and then back to the clouds. And at some point, the trees absorbed that water, held it in a fruit, and produced it for making more trees or plants. This is actually a plant. But if you see a watermelon tree, let me know. And it reminds me that we all have this connection to source. We all have a story. It's actually something I was thinking about today, how we're all at different points in the river, or maybe different forms, like the sea, clouds. But we're all in a different part of this energy system, or consciousness if you prefer. And just because you're higher up or lower down doesn't mean you have a better perspective. They're both valid. Sometimes we think, the closer I am to the sea, then I must be ahead of everyone else. Or if you're higher up, you might think, I've got a higher perspective than everyone else. But it's all part of the same energy flow.